Hi again. Denise Mira here, author of the column His Joyful Homeschooler, here at the Old Schoolhouse magazine. This month, the title of my column is 10 Secrets to Surviving the Long Haul of Homeschooling. And if you've homeschooled for any length of time, you understand that perhaps the greatest test is enduring the daily slog of all there is to do as a mom or a dad who homeschools. I wrote in my journal the other day, many people won't wait long enough to see the fruit. I think that's so true today. In our time, we're so used to microwaves and DSL and HOV lanes. We want to get there fast. We want American Idol success in 1 year, 1 season. But friends, as moms and dads, we know that this parenting thing is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And we've got to be more like the tortoise than the hare. We've got to endure for the long haul. I don't know what you're going through today, but I know that every day presents a test most often here at the Mira homeschool. And we've got to meet that challenge with faith and courage and strength. And a few points that come to mind that I just want to highlight from my article is we've got to remind ourselves of our vision daily, at least once. My vision was to raise men who would have an impact in the earth. I've got 5 boys. We've homeschooled for over 20 years. I don't know where you're at. This may be your first year and you're already ready to quit. It's February. Hang in there, hold fast. And remind yourself of the vision that God gave you when you started this thing. Parents in our day don't need more love for their kids most times. There's a whole lot of love going around. But what they need is a revelation, that understanding, that insight that you received when you decided to be commissioned as a homeschool mom or dad. But you've got to remind yourself of that vision and that revelation on a regular basis to endure the long haul of home education. I think that most importantly, we've got to persevere. And perseverance is kind of an ugly word. It means the act of continued patient effort. There's a verse in the Word that Paul says that he commended people about their perseverance. And nowadays, we don't hear a whole lot of commending about perseverance. We hear about someone's pretty house or lovely outfit or cool fast car or new toy. But we need to be people who can boast of our perseverance, of our willingness to go the long haul. We've got to be patient. The Word says that if we're patient and we persevere, it pretty much takes care of everything else. That we won't lack anything is how James says it. Galatians reminds us to not grow weary of doing good. For in due season we will reap if we faint not. And sometimes in the tedium of the dailies, I call the dailies all that stuff that has to be done. Bills to juggle and gifts to buy and places to go and people to see and legal matters and groceries to purchase and meals to plan and pigtails to brush and algebra to correct. The tedium of daily life can wear us down. I want to remind you to hang on to your confidence. Hebrews says it will be richly rewarded. Be like a dog with a bone. Hang on to your joy. Paul wrote to the Philippians while he was in a dank, dirty, primitive prison. And yet he used the words rejoice and joy over 14 times. How can we do any less in our day-to-day life, living and loving our kids? Write it on your hand, write it on your forehead, write it on the mirror, but hang on to your joy. You know, the greatest battles are going to be battles that we have to wage within ourselves. If we can conquer there first, we are going to make it to the finish line. Thanks for joining me this month. God bless.